Welcome to Setting the Table, the Chefs of Best Fest. Today I'm sitting down with Chef Wilson Calixte of Voltaire. Born in Haiti, shaped by New York, Chef Wilson's story begins with his mother, with the food and seasoning of home, and with the path he never expected to take. All right, we're rolling. Chef Wilson, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Tay.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. We were already in the middle of a great conversation, but man, so tell everybody who you are and tell us your restaurant name and who you are.
My name is Chef Wilson Calixte. I'm from Haiti. I own Voltaire since 2021. I've been working here since 2010, but I was able to get some funding and bought the place 2021,
Nice.
August 2nd. Yeah.
So I like to start this conversation off and go back to your roots of Haiti. Tell me, what was it like growing up in Haiti? I've never been. I've only seen it on the news. And you know how the news portrays anything outside of the United States.
Haiti, I think Haiti get a bad rap because of people look at Haiti as being a poor country. But to me, part of the reason why I'm so proud to be Haitian is the fact that Haiti is the first black country to get its independence January 1st, 1804.
Nice.
And we've been a stepping stone for everybody else to follow.
Yeah.
But I left Haiti when I was about 9 years old.
Okay.
So I don't remember much of the country, but I'm proud to be Haitian. And growing up in Haiti, yes, now it's completely different than back then. But I was a kid, but I've always been in the kitchen, but I've never wanted to be a chef.
Yeah. Really? Never wanted to be a chef? How come?
Because I wanted to be engineering, make lots of money, drive nice cars. Like I always have this dream of being a bigger person than I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But cooking wasn't something like I want to do for a living because I never thought of it as, as a living, as a career. But I've always been in the kitchen watching my mom cook and things like that. So I think that's part of where I get the cooking from.
Yeah. So what does your kitchen smell like? Like growing up, what is the
growing up is Haitian spice.
What's Haitian spice? Tell me what that is.
So you got lots of garlic, habanero peppers,
nice,
cumin, coriander, clove. They put those and marinated that. So we do a Haitian spice. It's like almost like a Haitian sofrito. That's what I call it.
Okay.
Just like you got Dominican, Spanish has their own sofrito. We have our own sofrito.
What's it called? Because I follow a gentleman. I believe his name is Chef Chosen, and he's he claims to be Haitian, and he has like this green paste that he makes.
Yes.
What is that called?
It's a Haitian épice.
Épice. Okay. Yeah.
Haitian épice. So it's basically scallion, shallots, garlic, salt, pepper, habanero.
Let me write this down.
A little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
And some chicken cube or those bouillon, chicken bouillon, those powdered one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very flavorful. And I started using that when I changed the menu 2 weeks ago. I'm like, man, I'm fucking Haitian. I need to put some of those things in my food. Yeah. So I started doing that a couple of weeks ago.
What was the reaction from the staff? I know
people loved it. When I cook from the heart. And I know we live in a Midwestern, state where people is mostly steak and potato. They're used to, but I want to bring something different to the table. And I think part of being here for 25 years, this place being here 25 years for a reason. One. It's not so much about the price point for us. We try to keep the price point in a way where, we still make money, but also where we're not skimming, customers out of $5, $10 extra. I don't believe in overcharging somebody just to make more.
Yeah.
That's not my belief. I want everybody who comes here, whether you have money, don't have money, be able to, buy my food for this special occasion, buy a nice bottle of wine, things like that. So that's my concept. Life.
Yeah. So these wine glasses, they all have your logo on them. So is this your?
Yeah. So I got about 6. I have a sparkling, but it's not here. It's coming on Friday.
Okay.
So a year and a half ago, I was thinking, okay, what can I do to start branding Voltaire, bringing myself? And I know a few winemakers in California that comes here every year for Avenue Scholar that I've known for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I approach them, I say, hey guys.
Yeah.
Can I have my own label? That's a show. They were excited as much as I was excited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's cool to have your name on something. Yeah.
So we started having my own label. So over here it's a white blend, which is a more Sauv Blanc. We shot in Pigpool. Over here is Red Blend, which is a cab driven with Petit Sirah and Zinfandel. Those three are very special. They all have a story. So Lisa that used to work here, she worked here for about 21 years. She passed away of cancer
Oh, okay.
2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear.
And she loved pink flamingo.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a rosé. I wanted to honor her
Yeah.
with pink flamingo.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
beautiful.
that's her bottle. The Pinot, I have 3 kids, so I use the element of life for them.
Okay.
So one of them is earth, one of them is fire, one of them is water. The cab, the reserve cab. So I had 4 names for the wine, but all names were taken. So one of the servers asked me, I have a better idea. What year you were born? So I look up the year I was born.
Yeah.
I was born March 2nd, 1979.
All right.
Which falls on a Friday. So I call it Friday's Child.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's an insane way to connect with your customers and be
Yeah.
like, here's the story behind every single one of these
Yeah.
bottles.
Yeah.
As you're drinking it, you're sipping into like your life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Everything. Doing this, I try to do everything for futuristic. I don't like to do anything just. I like to look forward.
Yeah.
And every of my wine, has a story behind it. The sparkling, which is after my wife's name, so she go by T-Sira on Facebook.
Okay.
So I give her own sparkling. It's not here because the wine coming from California.
Nice.
But yeah.
So before you were able to drink back at 9 years old when you moved from Haiti to New York, what was the move like? What was the transition from your roots and your Haitian culture to moving to big city?
I mean, I used to travel back and forth. So when I was a kid, my father used to work for the airport before he passed away. And I used to travel back and forth. And so I would always come here for vacation. But once he passed away, I decided to move here to the state of my sister was living here already.
Yeah.
So it was an easy transition.
Yeah.
It was fun trying to learn English and all these things.
Yeah.
But my personality, I embrace every ethnicity and every culture. So, I always see my glass half full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anytime I meet somebody, hey, I treat you based on character. I don't care what color you are, what you look like. For me, that's my first impression.
Yeah.
And I think it served me well in life.
Yeah. I mean, that had to put you in like an insane position living in New York City, being...
Man, New York City is a tough town, man.
I mean, you have everybody living there, and a lot of people, don't have that same perception that you have of people, and they look at you and they see the color of your skin, they hear your accent, they hear anything that the 5 senses can pick up and automatically judge you by that.
But I use that and turning around and make it positive.
Yeah.
We're all different. You know what I mean? But for me, I look at culture as, because New York City is immersed with so much culture. So it's easy for someone like me to get established and pick up the culture and the pace. You know what I mean? But it's a tough town.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that says that if you could make it in New York City,
you can make it anywhere.
You could make it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough town. But I'm learning in Omaha now. If you could make it in the Western in Omaha, you could make it in any Western in the country, because Omaha is a tough town when it comes to food.
It is.
I don't know what it is, but it's a tough town.
Yeah. So, what's the difference between New York City and Omaha? Tell me about what it was like growing up, if you want to call it becoming a man in New York City and then moving here and becoming an entrepreneur.
So in New York City, there's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And there's more people who look like you. There's more different culture. Moving here, there's less culture, but there's also opportunity also.
Yeah.
And I think it's up to you to find a way to make it. And I believe, since I've been doing this, you can work hard your whole life. But if you don't know anybody, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've learned, living out here. Because people will help you if they know you, if they like you.
Yeah.
You have to know people.
Yeah.
Because my story is not different than anybody else's story. It's just that my story is being heard. There are probably a lot of people out there who have similar story to mine, but never got a chance to be heard.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this so that way their story can be heard also eventually.
Yeah. No, that's incredible.
This is bigger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's what it's about in life. The difference between a dynasty and a legacy. What you leave behind, that's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know, that's incredible, and I feel like that's what you do with this restaurant. So,
Uh,
as a kid, though, what does food look like as a kid? Like, give me, you know, in our, I guess, you know, in American culture, you have Monday night is leftovers, Tuesday night is taco night, Wednesday night is spaghetti night. What did you guys have a weekly like schedule or anything like
no,
that?
I
Or?
mean, growing up in Haiti, my mom always was always home, so my mom always cooked.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But moving to the state, you know, that culture of your mom cooking is kind of fall by the wayside because you gotta work, you gotta pay rent, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But I've always, you know, have Haitian food growing up because New York City is a big Haitian population.
Yeah.
But I love different food, you know.
What would
But
you say your favorite dish, your favorite Haitian dish is?
my Haitian, it would be legume.
Okay.
Legume is almost like a Haitian ratatouille.
Okay.
That's what I call it. I call it Haitian ratatouille.
Yeah. I
It's
love it.
similar to what ratatouille is, eggplant. You got your carrots. You know, for me, I got carrots. I got cabbage. I got watercress, which you can't find here, but I put spinach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And meat. So French doesn't use meat on the ratatouille. We use meat on our ratatouille. Sometimes we put crab meat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I call it, Haitian ratatouille.
This sounds so. You don't have any in the back, do you?
No, I do not. Every now and then, I do make some Haitian food.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, you should make that again.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I will never open a Haitian restaurant
How come?
because it won't last.
Really?
It won't last.
Why do you say that? Is it just not enough culture here for it, or?
This one, I think Omaha is so into steak and potato, where if I was to do a Haitian, you know, just strictly Haitian food,
Yeah.
yes, some people would love it.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, even though I love cooking, it's still a business. So
You still gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bills.
Yeah.
I just don't think, personally, I just don't think the city is ready for a full-blown Haitian restaurant. Now, are we ready for me to do some Haitian food every now and then to my customers? Yes, because I've done it and they loved it.
Yeah.
So I think if you sprinkle things a little bit at a time, then people get used to it.
Yeah.
But just to do a full-blown Haitian restaurant is
Yeah.
just not. I would love to, but it's just not.
So for Best Fest, what can we expect though? What are you gonna stick to, you know, what you do here at Le Voltaire, which is amazing, or are you gonna throw
a
little
mixture
bit
of both?
culture?
A mixture of what I've been doing, what I envision, but also I had to look at the space constraint. You know, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of equipment, even though I'm gonna have some equipment. So part of being a chef is having a good menu, but execution is as much as important. You know that.
Yeah.
It's as much as important as your idea.
Yeah.
If you have great idea, but execution gonna be flawed,
Yeah. Then it's not a good idea anymore.
it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So you have to balance execution, the time you have, and the environment you're gonna be in. What can you do that's gonna be elevated but easy to execute?
Yeah.
You know.
So you had said something about your mother and her cooking growing up. You know, what did that look like? How was your mother, you know, what was her influence on your cooking?
My mom, you know, never complained.
Okay.
So
I love that.
And I think she passed away. She was one of the greatest women I ever met. And I think the way I look at life is, you know, my father will give you anything he has. He'll give you anything. But my mom never, maybe he complained to my dad, I don't know that. But I've never seen him complain. And I have the same personality now. I don't like to complain about stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I believe in life, everything in life is temporary. In your situation that you're in is temporary. Life itself is temporary. So that's why I always never look back. I'm trying to look forward in everything I do. And that's her personality installing me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I
that's
think
an incredible mindset, man. Like,
no, you have to, because otherwise, you know, you could be here today, something happened.
Gone tomorrow. Tomorrow's not
you have to be able to handle adversity.
Yes. So take me back through some of the kitchens that you worked in. Where are some of the pivotal points in your career that really shaped you to be the man and the chef that you are today?
So after high school, I started working in a soul food restaurant.
Okay.
At that time, my papers wasn't really legit.
So is this in New York then?
Yeah, that's in New York.
Gotcha.
And I was looking for work, and the only thing I could find was in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I started as a dishwasher. 2 months later, I moved to line cook, and I started develop a sense. Out of despair, out of necessity, I developed a skill for cooking. I've managed 2 restaurants in New York City before I moved here. I had my own little private chef catering where I catered to high-end people at their house, things like that. Then I met my wife, and she told me she lived in Nebraska. I'm like, where the hell is that place at? I'm like, okay,
So you
but
met your wife in New York? Was she
yeah,
visiting or?
yeah, she was visiting. I mean,
Okay.
she from New York also, but she was visiting, and she told me she lived in Nebraska. I'm like, okay, all right. But me, I'm the type of person I like adventure, so I moved here, after 2 years dating long distance, and I started starting at Vimos. So I went to Vimos. I did a month there. Then I heard somebody was looking for a sous chef here. I came to see Cedric. He gave me a little mystery basket.
Okay,
I made it. He likes it,
nice.
and that was
I love that
that's
challenge.
that was all. That was all she was.
Yeah.
That was all murder she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you said 2010 was when you got hired here.
Yeah.
Yes. What was it like walking into the kitchen and working under the head chef and the transition from being, a line cook or, sous chef to being like, here are the keys to the spot?
I've always been driven. I've always wanted to own my own restaurant, and it did not happen in New York.
Yeah.
So when I got here, my mindset is to work hard, learn the trade, and learn from somebody else, and eventually I know my time will come.
Yeah.
And that's why I said in the previous conversation that I never look at the situation as being permanent. I've always knew one day I would own my own business. I didn't know it was gonna be Voltaire.
Yeah.
But I knew eventually I'll get there.
Yeah.
And you have to be perseverance. But don't here, coming to a foreign place, But I think with my personality it helps because I treat everyone the same and people embrace that. And so I didn't look at who was working. I look at the opportunity that was given to me. That okay, you know what? Let me take it.
Yeah.
Let me work on that. And eventually I get
What are they saying, Coco? Seize your moment?
Yes, seize your moment.
Seize your moment.
Yeah.
And you did that.
Yeah.
You did
Everything in life happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe back then I just wasn't ready. But now
I was gonna ask you about, a mechanical engineer is a hell of a career, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of job security forever.
I know, but I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I find my passion, I am who I am. All I know my whole life is restaurant. I've been doing this for 25 years. And guess what? I'm still learning.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that I don't know that I'm trying to get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to the person that was in the same shoes you were in. You're going to be a mechanical engineer. How many years were you in before you decided to pivot? And then
so after high school, looking for work, because I could not find any work was on a restaurant. So that's when, I started working in restaurant. But then I started college, but that didn't really work out. So but I stick with the food part.
Yeah.
Because that was easy because that's what I know, and I've developed a sense for it, and that's led me to where I'm at today. To only Voltaire.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yeah. No, it really is. I mean, you've fully embraced the blessing, but like you've gone beyond it. When you can accept the blessing for yourself and then give back to people with it is when it really is like a moment, like you solidified who you are and what you represent.
I mean, I'm doing this for a lot of reasons. I'm doing this for legacy. I'm doing this for my kids and wife, but I'm also doing for the community.
Yeah.
Because previously when you first walk in, we're having conversation. You cannot tell a young kid that they can do something if they can see the reflection doing it.
Yeah. No, and that's so real, man. Like I remember growing up. And I just acted different than everybody that looked like me.
Yeah.
And it always seemed to put me in a place where I could do a little more. I didn't look at, the color of my skin and be like, oh, this is as far as I can go, you know?
Yeah.
But then I would see other people and I'm like, maybe it is, until I saw somebody else do it. And then I'm like, I can do that too then.
Yeah.
Like there's what's stopping me, you know?
I mean, you have to have a drive and determination. I always I tell myself that all the time. I say, am I the best chef in town? Probably not. But you know what? I'm the most dedicated.
Yeah.
I'm the most determined, based on what I've known, based on where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Nobody ever give me anything. I have to work for everything. So when it comes to determination, no one can beat me on that.
Yeah.
Now, can somebody beat me on technique? I'm sure there's a lot of people who can be on it.
Yeah.
But you're not beating me from cooking from the heart.
Yeah.
I tell you that much.
Different.
That's different.
Yeah,
that's different.
And that makes you dangerous,
Yeah.
Like if you're willing to outwork whoever is the person that's in front of you, you'll always beat them. Like, consistency always wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always, always. So we were briefly talking about this earlier,
Mhm.
and you had mentioned, owning something and how people look at you differently. So when you went from being the sous chef here
Mhm.
to owning this beautiful establishment, what changed in your heart? And if did anything change in your heart and like in your soul and like your passion for what you were doing?
Oh wow, that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Because you know, to be honest, when I was going through the process, my wife asked me, he said, honey, are you sure you want to do this?
Mhm.
Part of me was nervous because, in New York City it's different. Can I do this in New York City? Yes, because I know the way of the land.
Yeah.
But living in Omaha, trying to establish yourself, I thought it for a second, but I said, you know what? It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is you have to be able to, if you have an opportunity to put your foot to the door, it's your job to open the door, not just for yourself, but for other people.
Yeah.
And one thing I was worried, okay, whether people going to treat me the same way they treat the previous owner.
Yeah.
And I find out that people actually treat me a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be biased.
Yeah.
But people have received me with open up.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I wanted people to treat me based on character.
Mm-hmm.
And they have. And I'm fully embracing the community. I do a lot of, have foundation. I give dinners, wine pen, food pen.
Yeah.
Because part of it is getting to know the people in the community.
Yeah.
There are 1,400 restaurants in this town. 1,400
That's
restaurants
crazy.
that I'm competing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every day, like people have a choice to where they want to go eat.
There's 1,400 restaurants where anybody can go eat.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I feel like people choose your place because of how they feel when they walk in
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Because I know what I feel, but
Yeah.
what do you want people to feel? What part of your story do you want to convey to people when they?
I want people to
Come
come
back.
to Voltaire to experience good food,
Mhm.
but experience a relationship. For me, everything in life is a relationship.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter how much money you have, don't have,
Yeah.
or what color you are. I treat you based on character, but relationship. Most people will come here because one, they know me, they like the food, and when they come here, they feel like they're at home.
Yeah.
It's hard to go in anywhere in town
Mhm.
where people feel like they're at home.
Yeah.
And that's what customers tell me when they come here. Despite me giving the place a facelift, it's still the same cozy place.
Yeah.
Even though it's more brighter now, more open, more modern, but it's still the same feeling
Yeah.
that people get when they come to the door.
Yeah. So we're talking about coming through the door. Now, once the food is sitting in front of them and they take their first bite,
Yeah.
where do you want it to take them to?
I wanted them to take to like, hey, I may not be a French guy,
Yeah.
but technically I'm French because Haiti was colonized by the French.
Yep.
But I want them to experience my culture, my seasoning, the way I cook from the heart.
Mhm.
And if I fail, I go to the table, I say, hey, what can I do?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what's in front of the person matters, but the conversation you have with them matters more because that's what they remember when they leave here.
Yeah. No, and because they go and talk about it.
Yeah.
They go and post on social media. Like
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, there's been 3 restaurants
Uh-huh.
that I've been to, and you walk away and you're like, wow. Like I don't even know what I just experienced. Like
Yeah.
it's a moment where you're just all your senses are heightened. You just have immersed yourself in
Yeah.
From the dining experience to how the food was presented to how it tasted to how they
Your servers
sent
talking to
on-
you.
Yeah, how they sent
Because
you on your way afterwards.
because that play a part. How your servers receive you play a part. How you walk to the door, how they, the owner coming out to the table and talk to you, things like that. That's huge.
Yeah.
A lot of chefs are afraid to talk to their guests, man. I love talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at that.
Good.
Cooking is something, okay, I can do that. But talking to people is like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I used to do it all the time when I
Yeah.
worked with Chef Joel. I'm like, Chef, go out there and talk to these people.
Yeah.
Well, will you come with me? I'm like, I'm working saute. I got 9 pans going. No, go talk to the people, man.
So where you work at now? Man?
I just for myself now.
Okay.
Just for myself. I do a little bit of restaurant consulting, but
Okay.
yeah, just doing that for myself. I've seen a lot of people, and we've kind of already touched on this, but I've seen a lot of restaurant owners in the industry that do a lot of mediocre stuff. You know, their restaurants ran through Cisco, and you know, they're in today's day and age, people want authenticity. Authenticity, yes. You know,
Yes.
we have AI. AI can
Don't it?
create and make a whole menu for you and everything else and make your restaurant look great. And then people come and dine with you and they're like, what is this? You know? And
Yeah.
so I've kind of positioned myself for the people that do have a dream of running a restaurant and, you know, have a passion for food to be able to contribute to what they're doing and not charge them an arm and a leg for it. Because I love food and I love the passion that people have behind food and I love serving good food to people. And so, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
I mean, you have to have passion for this because this is not easy. I think passion would take you further than just looking at monetary wise. And I've always tell my staff, you know, people that I know, same thing. I'm doing this because I love doing it.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I want to make money doing this? I mean, we all want to,
Absolutely.
you know.
You gotta
But
make a
eventually,
living.
I don't look at the money part. I look at more about okay, I'm building relationship because we live in a town where there's not a lot of people who live here.
Yeah.
New York City, there's 8 million people live in New York City.
Crazy.
Nebraska, I mean, Omaha, Nebraska, how many? What, 800,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to recognize where you are, but also you have to build relationship.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know me in town, and I know a lot of people, and that's part of the reason why I've been here so long. You know, because of those connections you make along the way.
Yeah. And
Those goes a long way.
honestly, that's really one of the reasons why we brought you on for Best Fest. I'm like, I never hear anybody have anything bad to say about you. And that is
If they do, they should come to me and ask me because I'll tell you to myself.
So, you know, like I said, that was really one of the reasons why we're like, we got to get it for Best Fest. And so while people are dining with you and enjoying your food and your personality on a plate and then your personality in person, when they get done eating, what do you want them to walk away with?
I want them to walk away knowing that, okay, I'm a bona fide entrepreneur in town.
Yeah.
That they can come to the restaurant and enjoy a good meal. I have my own label now that I'm working on. I'm working on branding because I realize branding is where the next level is at. Michael Jordan have not dribbled basketball in years, but he still make $1 million a day, Nike.
Yeah. Yep. Doing
So,
it, man.
you know what I mean? So branding is where the legacy goes to. You
Yeah.
know, that's where people recognize. So when people hear me, hear my name, Voltaire, I want them to have a good impression.
Chef Wilson in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, to me, they do.
You always gonna get a smile, even though I could be frustrated, but you'll never know it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm always smiling.
You do it, man. You are 4,050% embodied and a professional. I love that word, bona fide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, people have to recognize us that.
Yeah.
You know, and thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to it. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do that's gonna be easy to execute, but still showcase me, you know, things like that.
Well, why did you choose French cuisine in the first place?
My whole life, that's what I've known.
Okay.
Most restaurant I've worked in New York City has been French fusion. And Haiti, being Haiti, is West African influence and also French influence. So it's in my DNA already.
Yeah.
Now, can I do Italian food and other food? I can do that.
See, don't tell me that, man. 'Cause I was sitting like, oh, what can this man not do?
I mean, actually, I have a culture night. So I decided about 8 months ago, I wanted to do something that's going to draw food traffic. Because I realized all these places have almost the same food in common.
Yeah.
So I started doing a culture night. So where once a month, I pick a country and we do food from that country.
Yeah.
This Sunday, we are doing Ukraine.
Okay.
So I have my pastry chef. She's from Ukraine, so she's gonna be the one doing the food. But I've done Mexico. My sous chef she's from Mexico, so she did the Mexico part. I've done Spain. I've done Chile. I've done Germany. So I'm gonna keep going, and it's been working. People love the idea.
I've seen it. I've seen them on social, and I'm like, I gotta get a Sunday off, man, so I can go and enjoy this.
So once a month, I pick a country just to give the public something different.
Yeah.
You know, like can I do, German food every day of the week? Probably not. I'm not from Germany. You know what I mean? But can I do a badass German dinner one night for the month? I can do that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the plates are not crashing together, when the pans aren't sizzling, and you're home with your family, are you the main person cooking, or like what do you cook for your
I
family?
cook. You know, you'd be surprised.
Mhm.
I don't cook at home very much.
Okay.
Which I need to,
Mhm.
because when you work here,
Mhm.
the last thing you want to do is go home and cook.
Yeah.
Like, you know how it is.
I know.
But-
I've stopped at Taco Bell too many times for me that I'm willing to admit.
But Sundays and Mondays are the 2 days where I kind of cook at home.
Yeah.
Whenever I cook, my kids love what I do,
Mhm.
and my kids come over here, and the privileged kids, now that's what I call them.
Yeah.
They come over here, order tenderloin. My daughter want a steak cut up. I'm
Like Dad, these scallops are not right.
I didn't have that when I was a kid. I mean,
Yeah.
I could not eat those things when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But that's part of the beauty of owning your own place, is that I'm able to give my kids and give them an experience that they probably wouldn't have if I wasn't doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So with your family, it sounds like really your family's like why you do this, you know?
Yeah.
Outside of connecting with the community
Mhm.
and wanting to teach people and show the people, the younger community, your family seems like it's really at the soul and heart of everything.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, man, it's just, trying to give, because my wife is a teacher, so she cook at home for the kids, but
Yeah.
she's more of a teacher. Our lifestyle is different.
Yeah.
And my biggest challenge, finding how to balance work life and home life.
Yeah.
It can never be equal, but I'm working on slowly, spending a little bit more time at home.
Yeah.
Because
But seasons change, like
Yeah.
you'll find a balance and then next something will happen. You're like,
Yeah.
let's get it. The
yeah,
balance is off
yeah,
again.
it's a constant. It's never the same every week.
So would you say finding the balance is one of the harder, more difficult
Yeah.
things being a chef? Or like, what would you say the hardest thing about being a chef is?
Managing staff
Mhm.
and finding the balance for home life.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
Yeah.
Can I cook in my sleep? Yes.
Mhm.
But managing 24 personalities,
Yeah.
because everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
Managing 24 personalities, and I gotta go home. I gotta manage 2 of my kids' personality plus my wife personality.
Yeah.
That's you know what I mean.
And you can't treat them all the same. You really
no,
can't.
you cannot. You know
can't.
what I mean. And it's a challenge, but I love challenge. I
Yeah.
mean, I grew up in here. I grew up in New York City. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
No parents, so
Yeah.
man,
That's the biggest challenge you could ever
yeah.
face.
So
Seriously.
I survived that. So you know what I mean. So
Yeah. So we've talked about the toughest part. What's the most enjoyable part about being a chef?
is cooking something and you see people enjoy it.
Yes, I can agree with you on that. Yes, that face and they're just like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not the money part, not the sweet tears and sweat. Is doing something somebody enjoy.
Yeah. No, and I feel like that separates a good chef from a great chef. When your passion is to serve people, but serve people something that's gonna be memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what separates a good chef and a great chef, I think, is not so much technique.
Mm.
I think having a passion for what you do and understand that you're never gonna be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But when you fail, admit if something goes wrong in the kitchen, even if I didn't do it,
Yeah.
I take the blame for it.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm the one in charge.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody else do something good, they take the credit for it.
Yeah.
I don't need the credit.
Yeah.
I want to give them the credit. But at the end of the day, I'm the head of the snake, so at the end of the day, something happened, it falls on me.
Yeah.
So it's my responsibility.
Yeah. Well, and then you're teaching everybody in your kitchen that too. And
Yeah.
I've worked in kitchens where it's not like that. It's who did this wrong, and I'm going to punish you for you doing this wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No. You could ask my staff, they'll tell you. That's one thing. Now, I'm not perfect now.
Yeah.
I get frustrated. I don't scream. I'm not like Gordon Ramsay throwing plates.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
That's
No.
good. That's good. Because
I'm not that guy. But lately I get frustrated a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because everything falls on me. I'm dealing with, house stuff, work stuff, staff. There's so many, on my head. So something that doesn't go right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't take it on my staff. I don't call people names. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
good for you. Because I mean, in this industry, it's easy to let your emotions become your work, and then everybody is like, I don't want to work.
But the world have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a place where, screaming at your line cook for doing something stupid was a lot more receivable. Nowadays,
kids can't handle that. I worked in a kitchen and they were. I got down to I was the last employee working there. I was doing prep. I was working grill. I was working saute because the chef didn't know how to control his emotions in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And kids was like, I don't need this job. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's one thing, like, when sometimes that frustrates me. Like, I grew up in an era where you put your head down, you do the work. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Nowadays,
Chef, may I call?
now the line cook is telling you what. Huh? That's
Excuse.
it just we live in a different world.
Yeah,
I
we
think ever since COVID, a lot
That
of things
was-
have changed.
Yep, that
a
is
lot,
100% it.
a lot of things have changed. Which, I think COVID brought a lot of good stuff. Now you got a lot of young entrepreneurs. You got people who have developed different things, to be their own boss, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
But you also, take away the passion and the loyalty that we used to have back then.
Yeah.
Cell phones, social media.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
People wearing those little things on their ears.
The
I mean,
earpods.
when I was working in a kitchen in New York City,
Yeah.
you don't have a cell phone.
No.
You don't have a little. You're not working for media.
Yeah.
You're working in the kitchen. Why do you need this little? I call those little earpods.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah. It takes away from the culture of it.
Yeah,
Like-
it takes away. Like, everybody want to be a superstar. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I get it.
Well,
I'm
I'm
old
just
school,
gonna say,
new school. I get it.
you are a great company. You are a hybrid, and I'm so excited to see what you take and put on the plate for these guests at Best Fest. You are going.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be-
excited. I
Yeah.
don't know yet, but I have to figure out how to balance execution
Yeah.
and elevation. And
Yeah.
I have to making sure those two, because I could have a good idea, but if I don't execute to the table,
Yeah.
in my eyes, that's a failure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So I have to balance both of them.
The idea can look great in your head, but people can't eat an idea.
Yeah,
You
no.
Yeah.
You have to be able to execute in timely fashion, because you have time restraint, you got the space, everything else. So you have to, and that's part of being a chef. You have to know how to work within what you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Chef Wilson, thank you for joining me today.
No, thank you for
Le Voltaire
Appreciate it.
Best Fest, June 20th. This is your guy. I'm telling you, we're going to have the creme de la creme of chefs
All right.
on display for one evening and one evening only. Thank you
But
for joining.
so before you guys go, one for you,
Oh, stop playing.
one for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
One for her, and I got a rosé for you.
Nice.
All
Thank
right,
you.
that's you guys enjoy it. Let me know how it is. I got 6 label, and that's my pride and joy that define me. And every single one of those grapes, not handpicked, but I was the one who was involved to the whole process of, I wasn't mixing them, but I was the one who kind of said, okay, I want this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hand selected if you so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you for this. This would be a special bottle. I'll have to text you and let you know when
Yeah.
I'm drinking it.
Spanish child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is child.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And he get the Pinot. That's 3 of my kids.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm
Yeah.
excited for Best Fest, and it's gonna be awesome. Is that the first time you guys doing
This
this?
is the first one. You are the elite.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Are you the MC?
I'm the host, so I'll
Okay.
be the host, but I'll also be a hand. So I'll be ready to, somebody needs me to jump in during service. So,
Okay.
My passion is cooking. So yes, I will be hosting and making certain announcements and everything. But I would love to see myself involved in every chef's while
Okay.
they're putting things together.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so
Okay.
fun. Like
Yeah.
everybody we have that's gonna be there is a personality,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be outside. It's gonna be pretty. Like it's just gonna be an event that you're gonna leave with a feeling. Like that is our main thing that we're focusing on is making sure people leave feeling something.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask you for one favor.
Okay.
I know Jimmy is my brother,
Uh-huh.
and but if you want the full experience, make sure we're next to each other.
Oh, you guys want to be next to each other?
Yeah.
Okay. We can
That's
do
my
that.
boy. That's
Okay.
my,
I can do that for sure.
That's my
For
boy.
sure.
So whatever you guys do, however the setup is, just yeah.
Okay. All right. Y'all can't be taking tequila shots behind your back.
No.
You gotta get through service first.
Come on, I'm a professional. I know how to do both.
Okay. All right, my bad.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, my bad.
Appreciate it.